The executive's mandate is to sign the bill that has been presented to Parliament, so it becomes law. But the executive too may sign or may not sign the bill based on certain considerations. So Parliament, once the bill is passed, should inform the executive, submit their bill that this is what has been passed. They've done their duty. The executive will be within its rights to say, thank you, submitted the bill. We are not going to sign now because of A, B, C, D, which the executive also has some legal room to do. Yes. But in asking Parliament not to bring the bill, it could be seen as stopping the work of Parliament. And for the clerk to write that, well, then we are going to wait for you to tell us when we should bring the bill. It means that the impression I get is that they are acquiescing to the cease and desist.
You don't sense some sarcasm?
When it comes to constitutional matters, please look at the Constitution, not sarcasm.
No, I'm just saying that because we've come to you 3 times. You say you won't take it, and you have written to us that we shouldn't do it again. Will we continue coming there?
You know, when they want to serve you court processes and you won't take it, they will still have a way of serving you. You know that.
Well, unfortunately, I'm told that with this transmission, there's a lay-down procedure, which is accepted. That you take it in a particular way,
yes,
it's received in a particular way, it's acknowledged in a particular way. Now the executive is bent on not letting that process happen, and it has communicated that on 3 occasions you have tried to.
Yes,
and Parliament itself confirmed that thing happened on 3 occasions.
I'm saying that there's concern that the executive is ascribing Parliament's fulfillment of his office. I mean, in this matter, the simple thing is Parliament submits the bill to the executive. The executive will say, we would. Samuel Okudzeto was telling us that there are a couple of bills submitted that the president hasn't signed.
Yeah.
I didn't know because there was no drama. You understand?
I think there was a little one, but it didn't get to this point.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. There was no drama. Your mandate is to do your bill, pass it, submit it. The other person whose mandate is also there. So the simple thing.
Issues communicated.
Yes. I mean, Samuel was telling about 3 or 4 bills that have been submitted that have not been signed because there was no drama. And the president has communicated why he will not be able to sign immediately to Parliament. Yes. That's the nice constitutional aid.
Even included one that he had assented already.
Yeah. So there is no need for the drama.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
True.
Yeah. So I would have wished that the clerk said that, listen, we've received your letter, but our constitutional mandate will finish when we deliver it. And so we will ask that you accept it. You also have your constitutional mandate to delay it or whatever. And then, but the larger issue of the LGBTQI plus, I'm reading it from there. LGBT is written in red. Which paper is that?
The New Finder.
Okay. I don't think there's any ambiguity about the attitude of the political parties, actually the major political parties. The president himself had said that it would not be under his watch that LGBTQ will be legitimized in this country. The president has stated it very clearly. In the vote in Parliament, the NPP as a party voted for the passage of this bill, isn't it? Yeah. So there's no ambiguity about the attitude of the major political parties. The president, the vice president, the NDC, everybody has come out very clear to state their position as far as legitimizing LGBTQ activities in Ghana, as against what is happening in many of the Western countries. The issue with this particular bill is that there have been issues about human rights that have been raised by many in civil society, that the bill in the current form as passed by Parliament would have human rights implications. And so they want the Supreme Court.
So then I just a minute. I was trying to do some checks. I've been trying to do some checks on this letter when I saw it from yesterday. And I've not received a response after this morning when I raised it. I've not also seen any response from Parliament. But now, one of my sources that I tried to authenticate the letter from.
Which letter? The one from the clerk?
Yes, it's telling me that it appears that the clerk has not written any such letter, and that it could be a fake document. That's what one of my sources is telling me. I tried to authenticate it from yesterday, but I had not gotten the response.
But
so looking at the period, I assume that if it were fake, the Parliament would have
reacted to it. And you said it was issued this morning.
Not, it wasn't issued this morning.
Yesterday.
It was issued on Wednesday.
Wednesday?
Yes.
So 2 days.
Wednesday the 10th.
Maybe it hasn't been brought to the clerk's attention.
Yeah, so I'm now being told that by one of the sources I tried to authenticate it from. That.
But just a quick comment on that. This business about fake news and the use of artificial intelligence to generate fake news, it is something that we have to tackle as a nation. Fortunately for us, it's not a local situation, it's an international problem. But it's getting to the stage where, if you're not careful, we can get into some major difficulties as a result of fake publications on social media because of the nature of the medium of social media and how the access is open and people can, especially now with artificial intelligence, what they call AI. We need to really, I know the police, they have a way of tracking sources of AIs, and that unit has to be really strengthened. And we need
global threat.
We need to strengthen the Ghana police, their the division that handles, or the department that handles cybercrime and so on, and because it can easily become an issue. I mean, so anyway, that's by the way. So I'm saying that on the LGBTQ, the political parties, the leaders of the political parties have all stated their position. Indeed, the vote in Parliament itself was on bipartisan basis. So, but on the bill itself, there have been issues raised about some infringement on human rights, and the matters are in court. So, and I think that's a major constraint that the president, that is not allowing the president to sign it, that these human rights issues.
The president referred to the injunction.
Yeah.
Yes, he referred to the injunction. Yeah. And there was an injunction that the principle is that we all stay off our hands until determination. And I'm sure that's why the speaker's lawyers have also applied to the court to also abridge the time and expedite the hearing on this.
Yes.
Same as they did for the attorney.
No, it's absolutely in order. It's absolutely in order that the Supreme Court rules on this matter quickly, because it's a big national issue.
Because at the end of the day, even if the president assents, and then the Supreme Court upholds the view by anybody that Section A, Section B, Section C of the law are unconstitutional or against human rights or whatever, the Supreme Court will order that those parts are struck off.
Yeah. So, but you know, for the abundance of caution, we can say that, well, this particular issue is in court. So I just want to, it's not an emergency situation. Yeah, it's a big national issue, but it's not an emergency situation. So, and if the president says on the abundance of caution, I like to wait for the courts to decide on it. Then the courts must expedite action, and I don't know. But otherwise, on the treatment of LGBTQI, all the major political parties, all the major leaders, are all agreed that they will not tolerate it.
Fine.
Yeah. I've also been doing my checks on the letter, and it appears to be authentic
Really?
from what multiple leaders are telling me from Parliament, that the clerk copied them. So the Honourable Minority Leader, who is in copy,
Yes.
CC, confirms to me that he received it, that it is authentic, so far as he is concerned.
Okay.
The Chief Whip is also communicating with me now, Honourable Kwame Agboja, that he also received a copy, and that so far as they are concerned, it's authentic.
Okay.
So I don't know your source, but that's some confusion there.
Then my worry is to who?
Yeah, no, it's a legitimate concern about this whole, and because of that, these days when you even see statements, you're not sure.
Yes. And once again, you see, we're talking about sarcasm and so on, but the larger issue is that could be a precedent.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
you have to be careful.
Yes.
Yeah, and I have to be honest with you, Doc. When I saw this letter last night, I was really disappointed. I don't know what the strategy is, and I've been asking.
Did you call the clerk?
No, I haven't been able to reach him. I tried. I haven't been able to reach him. I even sent a message to the deputy clerk, Mr. Jetro, on what this is about. Because as a member of Parliament, I feel really offended by this, particularly the third paragraph. I mean, are you subjecting our constitutional mandate to the whim and caprice of the president or the secretary to the president? What happened to our constitutional independence? You know, these are constitutional matters. I mean, to say that accordingly, I await an indication in writing from your office on when to present the Human Sexual Rights and Family Values Bill 2024 to His Excellency the President for his consideration, pursuant to Article 1067 of the Constitution 1992. So now, Nana Asante Bediye too is going to be dictating to Parliament when we should communicate with the executive, when we should move forward with our constitutional mandate. I mean, what's the meaning of this? So the clerk, when the House resumes, the clerk better have some explanation for this, because we will take him on.
Well, the clerk, especially with all the
yes.
attention that this matters.
Yeah, and even the speaker's statement, the speaker's closing remarks on this matter.
Write a letter, will respond to this letter without recourse to the speaker.
That's why I'm still carrying on my checks, and I intend to go to
I doubt if the clerk
go to the House.
I doubt if the clerk will do that.
Know, because I really don't know what the strategy is, but on the face of it, this undermines the constitutional mandate of Parliament. It is offensive. It makes Parliament subservient to the executive. You know, and it's as though, you know, it is now Nana Asante Bediye who will run Parliament and who will tell us how to go about our constitutional duties. You know, it's such an affront, and the clerk better have some explanations for us when we raise this matter in Parliament.